Hello all. My name is Naraya Ahava and welcome to my channel. Especially if you're new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome on back. And on this channel, I just try to provide us all, myself included, with just some motivation and some inspiration to kind of get through life, because we know life be life and child, okay? So on today's video, we're going to talk a little bit about how to avoid procrastination. You know how sometimes you'll have an idea, you'll have something you want to do, you have something you want to pursue, and then you just kind of trying to provide some tips with how to kind of get over that initial hump so that you can pursue the things and just stop putting it off and putting it off, right? So with tip number one, use the 5-minute rule. Just do it for 5 minutes. Like, in order to avoid the thought of like, oh my God, it's so much stuff. It's so hard. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to start. It's like, just say, I'm going to start working on it for 5 minutes, because getting started is the hardest part. Right? It's almost like when you're like building a snowball. It's like you're trying to piece it together and put it together. And then once it starts kind of rolling down the hill, it'll just get bigger and bigger and it'll get that momentum. So just say, okay, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna do this for 5 minutes, because you got to start somewhere, right? A journey of 1,000 miles begins with what? A single step. Cheesy, but it's applicable. The key is to just start, right? And then make it small for tip number two. Like, don't feel like you have to like achieve everything done. Rome was not completed in a day. So don't feel like you have to get everything done. If it's like, okay, if your goal is to write a book, just be like, okay, today I'm going to start with just writing the title. Just get the title done. If it's, oh, I want to learn an instrument, be like, okay, I just want to learn how to play one or two notes and I'll just kind of get started. You just have to get started somewhere. If you want to become a content creator, for example, say, okay, I'm just going to post 2 pieces of content a week. And just make it so small that it's damn near impossible for you to fail or impossible for you to not do it. Just take little chunk bites and just give yourself small tasks that are not so small that they're insignificant, but small enough that you're like, there's no way that I can't get this done. Just starting somewhere. Number 3 tip is remove distractions. We all can relate to this, right? You know that you're supposed to be working on this thing, you're supposed to be doing this project, but you find yourself scrolling on TikTok for 2 hours. That's not helping you get to what you want to do. So make your environment relatively distraction free. If you have family or people that you live with or roommates, just kind of give yourself a space where you can be to yourself for a solid 10 to 15 minutes to get things done, to get your mind right, to kind of get yourself started, where you can just be free of outside influences. Put your phone on silent, put it in another room, put it on airplane mode so you don't have notifications coming in and out. Just try to make your area, your workspace, your mind distraction free. You can also try setting a timer and be like, okay, I'm going to give myself right now maybe 20 minutes to come up with this idea or do some research on how to get this done. And just, focus on that and try your best to minimize your distractions, okay? 4th tip is remember your why. Why are you doing this? Why are you pursuing this? Why is this something that you want to achieve? Why is it something that you want to accomplish? Is it just personal fulfillment? Is it about money? Is it about the impact that it could have on others or possibly helping others? Just kind of keep that in the back of your mind when you're maybe feeling moments of overwhelm or stress or, stagnation, where you're like, I don't feel like working on this. I don't want to do it. That kind of like goes hand in hand with, you're not always going to feel motivated necessarily, but you have to always be disciplined. And in order to help you with discipline, you have to remember your why. Like, why are you doing this? If you keep that in the back of your mind, that'll kind of help you in those moments where you don't feel motivated or you want to do something else. You want to just binge Netflix or you want to scroll on your phone. It's like, just keep that in the back of your mind as to, okay, why am I doing this? Let me remember that and then get to work, right? The last tip that I have on this would be focus on your identity and not your outcome. What kind of person do you want to be? Or what kind of person would be doing this thing that you want to do? If it's a person that is successful, instead of saying, oh, I just want to be successful, What does a successful person look like as far as what are their habits? How do they behave? A successful person more than likely is consistent. A successful person more than likely has a level of discipline. A successful person has an idea of what they need to do, what they need to achieve, and to how to put the steps together to get to where they want to be. So kind of focus on making that your identity. Like, who is the person that I want to strive to become? And what does that person's life look like? What does that person's routine look like? And that will kind of help you kind of get in your groove of saying, okay, this is where I am now. This is where I want to be. This is the kind of person I want to be. This is kind of how I want my life or my day to look. So who do I need to become? Who do I need to identify with in order to achieve this goal? And that will kind of help you instead of just feeling like, oh, I should do this, or I want this financial freedom, or I want this particular hobby or whatever. You have to make it a part of your identity and a part of who you are. And that'll kind of help you also. And it kind of ties into in the moments where you may not feel motivated, but it's like, well, this is part of my identity. So I don't have a choice. Like, this is what I do. This is who I am. So this is what I'm doing. This is what I have going on. So in closing, don't feel like you have to get everything done now. Give yourself those 5 minutes. Give yourself those initial days, those initial weeks, give yourself smaller bite-sized tasks where it's like damn near impossible for you not to do it, so that you won't feel like I just won't do anything because I'm overwhelmed because I got this list of 20 things. It's like, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. As crazy as that sounds, but it's true, because sometimes we look at a task and we look at where we are now, and then we look at the final step or the end result, and that's how we get so overwhelmed, because we're like, okay, I have so many steps in between where I am and A and Z, that it's like, how can I get this done? So just start. You have to have a starting point. Just, give yourself those smaller steps. Limit your distractions, make it a part of your identity, and just go for it. Okay, I hope this helps someone. If this type of content resonates with you, do me a solid and hit that like button and hit the bell notification so that you'll always be notified when I upload. And also share this with a friend or family member that you think could possibly benefit from this type of message. So until next time, stay healthy, stay happy, stay blessed, and stay true to you.